Up guys, just wanted to take a few minutes to show you how you can provide some liquidity on Invariant, and feel free to use this information to provide liquidity on any other platform that you might be using. So maybe you are a beginner, you don't know really what we're doing when we're providing liquidity, so hopefully this can help you out. So I'm just going to use Invariant as the example, but again, if you're using something in the future, hopefully you can just use this information as a starting point. So Invariant, it is on Eclipse, and we can go to, by the way, first we have exchange. So if you need to swap something, for example, Ethereum for USDC or any other token, you do have the option. And just make sure that you switch the chain right here at the top for Eclipse if you want to use Eclipse, but they also have the option for Solana. So once you're done, just go to liquidity. Here we have some options or the popular pools, which are USDC Ethereum, USDC Solana, Solana Ethereum, and then TETH Ethereum. You can see the API, which is per year. So this is the interest that we're going to be earning per year. By the way, this is not a fixed interest, and also it will vary depending on the amount of money that you are providing, depending on the ranges that you're using. I'm going to talk about it in just a second, but just so you know that if you're seeing 73, that doesn't mean that you're going to be earning exactly 73. It can be less, but also it can be more. The fees, TVL, which is total value lock, how much money is in the pool right now, and volume is the amount of volume, how much money people have been trading using that pool. So let's go to deposit so I can show you guys what I mean by all of these. First, we have tokens. So we have Solana, USDC. Again, you can choose whatever you want. I'm just using it here as an example. Then we have the fees. So here it says 0.09. Usually I just leave it as it is. Whatever comes first is what I'm going to be using. This means that let's say that you take a swap from Solana to USDC on Invariant, you're going to be using one of the pools for the liquidity. So if you're someone that just needs to swap, you don't need to have a liquidity pool, but it is going to be using the liquidity pool to complete your transaction. So what you're going to be paying is 0.09. So let's say you have $100 that you're swapping. Most likely you're going to be spending around 9 cents in fees for you to complete that swap. So hopefully that makes sense. So as you can see, 0.09%. Now the amount, which is straightforward, how much money you are willing to add into the pool. Next, we have the price range. So you do have the option to create a bigger range. So for example, let's say that I want to use it at $10 up to 148 if I want to. The main issue here is the bigger your range, the less money you're going to be making. Because let's use as an example, let's say you have $100 and the token price is maybe $80 and you decide to provide liquidity from $1 until 100. Thing is, you're going to be allocating $1 for each price range. So at $1, you're going to have $1. At $10, you're going to have $1 allocated into the pool. At 98, you're still going to have $1. So if it is not moving at $10, $40, you just have some money there still not doing nothing, and you're not generating fees. So the best way for you to do it is try to look for a good range where the price have been moving the most so you can allocate your money. Because in the end, let's say you have $100, you allocate it into a range of maybe $90 up to $100. You will have $10 from 90 to 91, then $10 from 91 to 92. So obviously your money is worth way more. You can generate more fees. And in the case of Invariant, you're also generating more points. So let's use Solana as an example. So here I have, this is TradingView, but you guys can use whatever you prefer. Just look for some type of range where you want to allocate your money. So even though right now the market is kind of choppy, let's say that if I want a quick range, I could say between 135 up to maybe 153. Since it is moving up, I'm just going to go ahead and increase it a little bit to maybe 55 or 56, just to make sure that I have some range for the price to move. Because once it is outside of the range that I'm adding, I'm not going to be generating fees. So let's go ahead and create that. So I think I had 135. So I'm going to do 135 and then 156. As you can see, it is also adding the percentages from the price. So the yellow line is the current price, and then you can see this one, the maximum price I am okay with allocating funds is 156, and that is 6.41% from the current price. And then we have 134 for the low price, or 134.95, which is 7.95. I'm okay with that amount, so let's go ahead and add a little bit of money. Let's do something like 0.35 maybe. You don't have enough USDC, so maybe 25. There we go, that's enough. And obviously, as I move these, you will see that I'm required less or more of each one. Let me leave it like that. Go ahead and confirm my position. And there we go. Now I have one position. So if I go to portfolio and then I scroll down, here it is. You guys can see my position right here. So as I gain some of the fees, it will actually show up just right here automatically for me. So, and if I want to close my position, let's say that it is outside of the range, or I don't want to continue to provide liquidity, I can just come here, close my position, I will get a pop-up, and then confirm, and I will get my money straight back into my wallet. If I want to swap it, I can just go to exchange and then swap whatever I want, which, by the way, you also earn some points if you're swapping on Invariant. So just so you know. But basically, that's it. This is the basics when it comes to providing liquidity. You just come here, you select whatever you like, you select the fees, the range, which I would say it is the most important part, and then the amount, and then good to go. From there, you just go to portfolio, Solana USDC, and then you just wait until you start getting some fees. You can also claim your fees without closing your position. So as you get maybe 10 bucks, few cents, you can just come here and then start claiming your fees. Let me see if we get some more information here. Also earning some points. You can close it, lock, which by the way, don't do it, because if you lock your position, what it will do is that you will not have access to your funds anymore, but yes, you will continue to generate more fees. So I don't lock my position. Just make sure that you close it, but never lock it. That's it. And basically that's it. Here it is. So let me know if you have any questions, any doubts about this, or any other platforms when it comes to providing liquidity that you would like maybe a guide. Or you can see I just started earning some fees. Obviously super low, because this is what, 80 bucks. So obviously it will not generate like dollars every few hours, but still we have a few cents in just a few minutes. So yeah, any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Peace out.